The Knicks taking on the Lakers. For the New York Knicks, they've shown no fear so far this season. Now on the road against one of the toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Lakers, Knicks, coming right up. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Alt.
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics, I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league. Kevin?
You're right, Dave, that is scary. Thanks for that one. So the New York starting five, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen, and it's Vidal in at the point. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. It's Rajon Rondo, then there's Howard, and it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Two of the hottest teams, Greg, getting together tonight. This is highly anticipated.
And you know what, Kevin, the trick to winning a game like this, force your opponent to play your style of basketball. That could determine who goes home with the W.
I like it. Count it.
He's as impressive an athlete as you'll find at his size. Dwight Howard utilizing that mobility to get through the heart of the defense.
Pass to Randall. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Fires from deep. A shot off that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. In the corner, Barrett with it. Here's Vidal. Good D by Rondo.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Davis down low. Pass to Caruso. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates.
Doubled by Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. New York shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, with Rondo's tenure in the league, he's been around now for over a decade and a half. He continues to give you flashes of that burst.
And Junior throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Rondo. And the basket by Knox. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now, here's Rondo, guarded by Vidal. With the floater, Robinson with the block. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Junior with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Clippers. Rondo looking around. Howard finds James. Clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Trying to get open is Davis. Rondo gets the bucket.
You know, when Rondo is at his most effective, he's setting up people, but he's also getting some points for himself on the perimeter. In the passing lane, really open up for him, and he can give you real headaches when that happens.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Rondo's shot is good.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Knicks trail by 3. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. You can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Rondo dishes to James. Passes it to Caruso. To the right side. Rondo. They grab their own miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Top of the key. And it falls over the rim and in. 6 points for Junior.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now Rondo. He's got 8. Here's Howard. Outside for Rondo. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. And a switcher also for New York. Bobby Portis is checked in for Randall. Vidal, the pass to Knox. Now, here's Junior. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered closely. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And finished off by Davis.
So smooth, so fluid, effortless, yet powerful. When Davis gets positioning like that, he's trying to dunk it.
Now the pass to Knox. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Rondo. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Rondo's got 13 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Rondo on the double team. Junior kicks to Barrett. Pass to Vidal. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. He's got 9.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Rondo. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Damian Dotson comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Peyton in for Barrett. Pass to Junior. Here's Portis. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Payton passes to Vidal. Here's Dotson, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They double him with Green. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. The Lakers trail. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Caldwell Pope on the wing. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Payton dishes to Junior. Back to Payton. New York moving the ball around. Now, here's Junior. By Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Taj Gibson provides what I think.
Knicks trail by 8. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Caruso in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Clippers, was phenomenal. He had an impressive number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up great numbers and a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David and Strip. That was a strong toe.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
LeBron kicks to Caruso. LeBron outside. 4 on the clock from downtown. Rebounded by Knox. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Vidal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
To the middle. And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
To the paint, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Barrett against Caldwell-Pope. Passes it to Kuzma. Over Junior. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The pass to Portis. At the elbow, it's Junior. Here's Knox. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Pass to Davis. Here's Caruso. Trying to get open is Davis. Caruso, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Junior throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
The Lakers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And the Lakers with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for James. Here's Vidal. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Caruso looking for an opening. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Can't hit from in close.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And it's a valuable tool, kid, that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
Here's Caruso. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Over in the corner, Portis all alone. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Portis has got 6. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Caruso, 7 points in the game. The teardrop falls in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
The Knicks shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Now, here's Junior. Not a lot of room, and Portis throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that team.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Alex Caruso. The Knicks also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Peyton in for Barrett. Caldwell Pope pass to Howard. And stolen by Portis. Junior with it, working on Green, and it's Junior missing. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
Let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Junior's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
That one good for 2.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Tie game in Los Angeles. It's time now to go courtside, as we've said. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, with the double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Junior's out there with R.J. Barrett, and it's Robinson in at the center, locking down the middle. Howard finds James, 6 to shoot. Now here's Rondo. But they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Robinson with the block. They recover it. Here's Rondo. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Junior kicks to Randall. And the Knicks miss again.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Shoots the 3. Knicks with the rebound.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
And it's Junior missing. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And that one's good by Davis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And they get one. Now, 1 of 5 here in the third.
Howard, the pass to James. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. LeBron's got 15.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And that one's good, Junior.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Now the feed to Howard. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
Here's Junior. 32 points in the game. To the middle. New York moving it around. But they recover it. Over to the left wing. Here's Robinson, and finally they hit one. 8 points for him as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
LeBron passes to Davis. Back to LeBron. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Pass to Randall. And here's Junior. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Vidal. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Junior's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
And it's James missing. The Knicks with the lead. And here's Junior. He has 35. Basket good. Robinson's got 10.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Rondo kicks to Davis. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing. So good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine.
Bucket is good. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender, guards multiple positions, and turns away a number of shots.
And they double up James. On the wing, Davis. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Rondo. Vidal, the pass to Knox. Robinson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Robinson's got the lead for the Knicks.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible, and he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical, gets blocks but doesn't get pulled out of position, does everything you want from a defensive angle.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. Passes it to Portis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. He's got 10.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
The Lakers with the ball. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And it's McGee with the jam.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Vidal, the pass to Ntilikina. Junior with it. He has 38 in the game. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
McGee inside, guarded by Robinson. Los Angeles with another miss. The Knicks leading by 6. Now, Junior out to the right wing. Ntilikina kicks to Junior. McGee on the double team. Fires the 3, and another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
James in the post, guarded by Vidal. And yes, it's good. James has got 6 here in this quarter. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA. Outside Rondo to tie it up. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
How about turning the clock back now? Rajon Rondo filling it up like this, that's found money.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Davis. Then there's Howard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Barrett wide open. He fires. A three-pointer is right on target. Barrett's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for New York. And stolen by Junior. And he uses the glass on the layup. Junior's got 40 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Davis, nifty move. And he makes that one. Davis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Davis, great confidence in this area here. I mean, he knows he can score at any time from that position.
And it's Junior missing. Lakers trail by 3. The pass to Caruso.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And Junior throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Outside Rondo. Rondo is doubled to the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma kicks to Caruso. Here's Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy's, Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. New York leading by 6. Vidal, the pass to Knox. Out left to the wing. The 3 sinks the three-pointer. Junior's got 47 points.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Pass to Vidal. Back to Knox. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Got a piece of it. Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Fast hands that time, earned Rondo the steal. Can't forget, he's been a league leader in that statistic before, too.
Here's Vidal, and Junior throws it down.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
And they double up Rondo. Outside, Davis. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 5. Now, here's Junior. And good, he hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to LeBron. Rondo wide open and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Rondo's got 7 points for the quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now, here's Junior. He's tightly guarded.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And now the Knicks on the break. Jacks up a three. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. High post, Davis. Rondo against Randall. Back to Rondo. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Rondo's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
To the inside. Here's Vidal. Back to Barrett. New York moving it around. 5 to shoot. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Passes it to Davis. Score the basket is 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
And it's Junior missing.
And I like the ball move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
109 left in the fourth quarter. For the 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Puts one up. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Watch out, Anthony Davis has caught 5.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Julius Randle.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 126. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
.58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Vidal, the pass to Knox. Buries the triple.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 3. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the third. Here's Junior. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Yes!
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Inside, Caruso. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. They go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Floats it up for Davis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
AD staring them down and letting them know this ain't over yet.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And there's the pass to Caruso. Can't knock in the 3.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And that one missing.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And here's LeBron outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees New York take this one. This